Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio today? Yes, thank you. Um, Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. This is the 20th of July, and it's Thursday. So the news picks up a little bit on Thursday. The economic releases, and this morning was no exception. We had a much, I don't know if it's better using the term better or worse, I don't know, but it was certainly easier and more trades available this morning than there was yesterday. This is a lot more like Tuesday, I think, uh, because yesterday was really kind of a was kind of a yucky, difficult, choppy day until, of course, going into the close. And the market's got some exuberance there. I don't usually trade into the close, but I know there are people in the room who do, but only at certain times when it's certain earnings are being released and what have you. But this morning, the indices have been tradable. I know there were several that took a nice trade or two off of NQ this morning, and YM was a little less smooth perhaps, but the big thing, the big movers today have been these currencies. The dollar sold off, and it sold off hard. Almost a full point. So that was really dreadful. Sorry, that's my cell phone, and let me see if I can turn it off. Wait a second, it's another phone. There. Sorry about that. Anyway, the dollar really sold off hard, and for about the last 30 minutes or so, it looks like traders are unwinding those contracts, and so it's causing it to go back up a little bit. But against the euro got extremely excited over the European Central Bank made a bunch of announcements this morning, and you know the EU is dealing with the Brexit, and they're trying to hold them up. I think I saw something about for 100 billion pounds. It's kind of like, have some money. Anyway, bonds moved up today and had a couple of nice trades. I got the first one this morning was really nice off a settlement, and the 6J moved quite a bit today too. So if you like to trade those the Nadex contracts, you might want to pay some serious attention to the futures on that affect those, the futures currency contracts that affect those, because today, boy, it was obvious there were some huge moves. So crude oil kind of sold off a little bit today, and Brent was sucking it right down, and the Canadian dollar was a pretty good indicator for that today too. And after gold chopped around, gold has been the choppiest thing for, I don't know, early this week, and today it did finally move up off a settlement. Boy, when you see a market move off of settlement with an apex E and your VADs all in alignment, that's usually a pretty good indication that you've got a nice trade. So, for tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow we have, let me find tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the 21st. Tomorrow is the third Thursday of the month, so there will be options expiration, causes some of these some money to start moving around every third Friday. And then tomorrow morning, there's not a lot for the U.S. in these economic numbers, but the Canadian dollar has got some numbers. Their core retail sales and their CPI and a whole slew of numbers releases will come out for the Canadian dollar tomorrow morning. So you might want to take a look at the Apex News tab for the strategies and how to take advantage of those news releases tomorrow morning. Also tomorrow, let's see, no, today. This will be in the afternoon today, 4 o'clock-ish. Microsoft and Visa are both releasing their earnings numbers. That might cause Microsoft in particular, because the which would give the Nasdaq, the NQ, would be affected by that. The tech stocks have been on they've been on a roll here. So going into the close, just make darn sure if you do take a trade off of that you've got your protective stops in, and also that you're out of that trade at least, I would say, 5 minutes before the Globex closes at 4:15. I mean, you can still have the trade on. You're just going to be hit with a margin call unless you have a pretty sizable account. So I think that's about it. I hope tomorrow we have some similar activity in these markets like we did this morning. This was a heck of a lot better than Wednesday. Wednesday was really difficult. So, also, if you've signed into this room a little bit later, be sure you scroll back up. There's been a lot of really good posting, charts and questions, and all kinds of really good info have been posted in this chat. So be sure you either scroll back up, or I'm not sure, I think Craig knows how, and Aaron always knows how to do stuff like this, that there's a way that you can save your this whole chat so you can review it later too. It's really hard to grab everything you want to see and then look at it and study it while the market is live. So that is always available to you. And we have had people in this room that have had a really good idea, because they do that and then they print out the charts that are marked and print their own, they overlay the comments that go to that chart. So they keep kind of a binder full of those things that when they can sit down and take the time and really think, they can go back and study those. It really does help to cement exactly what you're looking for and what didn't work, and try to look for what would have warned you that that was not going to work, because it's how you develop your eye for this. Anyway, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.